Cops in Jamaica hate when you have a smartphone. They will try to tell you that you can't use your phone and stuff. You have some of them that even go as far as confiscating your phone for the time period that they are in contact with you. Because sometimes they made a traffic stop, but the traffic stop is illegal and they don't want you to tape anything. They don't want you to record anything. There are communities that when they enter the communities, they will confiscate the cell phones because they don't want you to record anything that is taking place because what you're doing is illegal. And one of the things that I saw a lot of police officers do also, well, at the moment they take your phone from you, they remove the battery. They remove the battery, or they try to turn your devices off, which and that with itself can tell that you're doing something that is illegal against the law. And when you ask them why you took your phone, they said it is interfering with police jobs or duty. What would your phone have to do with a policeman duty? That's your phone, that's your property. You're entitled to your property that you bought. The officer don't have no right to have your property in his possession. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you an instance. I went to Halfway Tree once upon a time, and I took the bus. I think it was in 2019, and I took the bus. I was on the bus, and the police, they came on North Odeon Avenue at the bus terminal. That's a transport center in Halfway Tree, and they came to North Odeon Avenue and they blocked the road, so nothing could go down on that one way. And then they started taking people out of the taxis, and they came on the JUTC bus that I was on, and they take all the males off the JUTC buses, and they started searching and stuff. So I said to the officer, I said, what happened? They said police operation. I said, is this legal? They said it's police operation. So then he's telling me I must get off my cell phone. I said, but I'm talking to somebody. I can't just turn my phone off because you said that. And he called the inspector, and the inspector took my device from me. He snatched it away from me and turn it off and give it to the next officer to put inside of the transportation that they were driving. And he said he's going to search everybody in the. I said, is this legal though? And he said it's police operation. And then the inspector said to me that he know what I was trying to what I want to do. He said I want to record what he's doing and send it and the media so that people could see what they are doing in America. So said, so that means you're doing something illegal. And then he said, you stay right here beside me, you don't move. And I said, but I have things to do and you people are holding me back, you're holding up my time. And then there's a bunch of young, males that they took that was on their way to work, and they were saying, I'm going to be late for work. And the inspector ordered the officers to take some of the young guys and put them into the back of the transport that they have. They have some transport parked up. And they said, just put them in there. And it said, better yet, take some of them down to the zone of special operation in Denham Town, Kingston, so they could hold them for a longer period of time. And I said, oh my gosh, I said, that's illegal, you know what I mean? And I said, that's the reason why you don't want me to record what is taking place, you know what I mean? And it's something that they always do, They always, the first thing they set their eyes on is on your phone. And even if there's a traffic stop and you're on the roadside talking and your phone, your phone go off, ring, It could be your kids or whatever. You don't know what's going. Is important calls. They're trying to tell that you can't answer your phone. They don't want you to answer your phone because it's police operation. You know what I mean? And according to them, you're gonna let the criminals know where they're at. Come on, and they are the criminal. You know what I'm saying? They're doing something that is criminal. And so that is one of the things that if you come to Jamaica, you would notice a lot that they don't like to see you with a smartphone. They don't like to see you with any phone that have a camera on it. And what they hate the most is they don't like to deal with anyone that is educated. They hate to deal with educated people. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, they hate it with a guts, right? And that's when they stop you, they're always trying to find out your professions. They're always trying to find out what kind of job you do, etc., etc. In that way, they know how to proceed with you. You know what I'm saying? And what many Jamaicans don't know is that a lot of these questions are illegal. They don't have to answer those questions. You don't have to tell a policeman where you work because it has nothing to do with him. And if it's a traffic stop, everything's supposed to confine within that the traffic violation, whatever they said it is. It don't supposed to have anything to do with your job, your professions, or what position you hold or whatever. You know what I mean? And they have a way when they stop you, they look you from your head to your toe. They look to see the kind of shoes you got on, how you dress, and you know what I mean? And sometimes you give them your driver's license, and you say, well, I have a way that I do when they ask me where I live and etc. I said all the information that you need is on the driver's license. You just check the driver's license. All that information is on the driver's license. Nothing changed. And they have a way where they walk around your vehicle, and they like to look inside your vehicle. And once they see anything like a gadget that are expensive, they try to find ways and means of how to confiscate your vehicle. They're trying to find some kind of violation. They try to do something to you to let you react so they can confiscate your vehicle. Because once they confiscate your vehicle, anything of expense, anything that are expensive in that vehicle, any gadget, anything, clothing, money, it's gone. They're going to take it for themselves. And you know what I mean? And what they will do sometimes, they will take you down to the precinct, down by the station, and they will hold you there for a few minutes or so or hours, and then they will release you when they get rid of your property that they stole. Because believe you me, the police in Jamaica, they have ways of robbing you in a professional manner. Sometimes they tell you that it is illegal for you to have this or that, and they will take it from you. And then if you get lawyer or whatever to go on, they can't find it, they can't this, they can't, you know what I mean? They took it for themselves, you know what I mean? And it's very much so dangerous what they are doing. It's a criminal act. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be careful, and you must be careful of the information that you're giving to the police in Jamaica. Don't allow them too much on your premises, your properties. What they do, they stake out your property, and then they will come back. They will find ways and means. Is very dangerous. Because what happened is that the government does not defend the rights of the citizen. The government does not uphold the Constitution and defend the Constitution as they're supposed to. So they don't care about the citizen themselves in the country. And because of that, the cops knows that. And so they know that they can continue doing what they're doing because the government will back them. They have the backing of the government. They have the backing of the Justice Department. Because who cares about what the citizen says, you know what I'm saying? Because later on they need those same police officers to support them when it comes to their corruption cases, etc. You know, they can rely on the cops not to press charges. It's a lot of stuff. So each one scratch each one back. You know what I mean? And that's where the danger lies. You know what I'm saying? So always don't don't expose too much to the police in Jamaica. Don't let them see too much money. Don't let them know that. Don't let them know your source of income, how you're making your money, and stuff like that. They will try to eliminate you. They're just the way a criminal will try to eliminate you. There are cops that are in the Jamaica Constabulary Force that will try to eliminate you and to, you know what I'm saying, and they will rob you just like any other person that they accuse of being a criminal. They will set up things. They will do a lot of stuff, burglary, everything that is bad you can think of. They are they're down with it. You know what I mean? They're involved in a lot of criminal activities. They're involved in a lot of gangs, etc. Um, in fact, I know this officer, this cops, is involved into a gang. You know what I mean? And he got, I mean, he's filthy when it comes to money. He got so much. He got so many transportation on the road that bringing in cash to him. Plus, he extort other transportation owners on the road for their vehicle to stay on the road. He got properties that he rent out, you know, including houses, cars, etc. He's involved in so many things. And if you see the kind of vehicle that he roll in, you know, that alone will tell you something about him, you know what I mean? The jewelry that he wears, he tone his complexion a little bit with bleaching agents, and you know, so it's very very dangerous. You must, and it is not wise if you can, when you're going on the road and you're driving, always have someone with you. Always have someone with you. All right. The police, they have a way of this in Jamaica. If you dress a certain way, and you know what I mean, and you drive a certain car and stuff like that, what they would do, they do their illegal procedures, illegal stop, search, and seizures. So one of the things that they will do, they stop you illegally because of the car that you're driving in. They realize it's one person who's in the vehicle sometime, so it's easier for them to get away with what they're doing because you against many, I would call it, and they will look in your vehicle unless, you know, sometimes the kind of business that you're doing, you have like two, three phones. You know what I mean? So when they see the phones and stuff on the seat of the car or your laptop and, you know, certain, they, you know, they want to go in more because sometimes their aim is after that laptop, their aim is after your smartphones, your gadget, whatever you got there, you know what I mean? That's what they're really after. So then they will tell you that you got to turn the engine off your vehicle and you got to step out the vehicle. They're not giving you any reason why you should. They're telling that you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Remember now, it's not like the criminals on the street that you can trust. You can trust the criminals on the street more than you trust the cops because you don't know their intention. You know what I mean? And so when they tell us, then they want you to open the trunk of your car. They want to go in the boot. They want to see what you got in there. You know what I mean? And especially if they see you if you have like a briefcase, or they want to know what's in it. They're very curious. And then if it's anything that, suppose you got cash or whatever, you know, you're doing business, you got anything that you have, what they will do, they will tell you so much different violation that you have committed. You have committed so much violation in less than a minute. It is pathetic. And then they say they have to take you down to the station. And so they have to call the tow truck to tow your vehicle away. Many times the tow truck that they call, they own it. Sometimes they own it, but it's not in their name. So that's the next corruption right there. And then they would take your vehicle to a pound. They make everything that they do, they make money off it. If they don't own the tow truck, they know the person that own the tow truck, so they call a particular towing company or person with a tow truck. So if towing your vehicle is $5,000, they're gonna charge you like $8,000. $3,000 goes to the police. So it's a big business. So that's why you have to be careful what you're doing. And then they would tow your vehicle during that time of towing and during that time of they transporting you from the precinct to the from the scene to the precinct. There are so many things that had already happened already. Everything is gone from your vehicle. The cops have already have everything lined up where they remove all the valuables from your vehicle. You understand? Because and then they are not writing down the things and that. The same thing like if you're a higgler and you're selling on the street or you're doing business on the street, or what they'll do, they take they take your thing, your wares and stuff that you're selling, whatever you're selling, whether it be clothing or whatever, and they will take it, but they're not writing down what they are taking. Which I think that's illegal, because they should at all time don't wait until you go to no station, because sometimes they want you to come down to the station to have this written down. No, that's waste of time, waste of taxpayers' money, waste of resources and everything. If you've taken something right here, have it written down right here at this moment. This is where it happened. This is the time that it happened. This is what I was in the person's possession or whatever. Have those things documented. They're not doing it. And so when they go to the station, and they would tell you that you have to go to court and such day, or blah blah blah, stuff like that. What they actually, when you go to court, the judge might find you whatever amount of money, and when you go to claim back your belongings, more than half the content is gone, because the cops take it home and share it up with their friends and family, etc. You know what I'm saying? Corruption, stealing, robbery, everything in one. Who pays for those? And these are the things that the Justice Department failed to. But then I'm not going to say they failed to understand, because they should know by now, because they're Jamaican and they should understand the culture of these people. They know, but are they doing anything about it? That's another thing. So always be careful of your personal belongings. Always be careful of anything of importance, expensive gadgets and stuff. When the police stop you, be careful. Your phone, they're going to have their eyes on your phone. Depends on the kind of phone that you have. They're going to keep their eyes. They will never take you will always have one or two guys with all their intention is just what what they see with. They're going to find ways and means to take it from you. All right. Sometimes you have a cops that will they will grab you in your hand, and you will say, no, don't touch me, because you don't want them to touch you, because it's an assault. You know what I mean? And they would try to charge you, said you're resisting arrest, but resisting arrest for what? You don't know. And the court allow these things in Jamaica. They allow an officer to do these things and get away with it, which is very dangerous. It's a very, very dangerous thing. So be careful. Your smartphones, they hate to see it. But always have your phone. When the police stop you, if you have data on your phone, or you got your Wi-Fi, portable Wi-Fi or whatever, and you can do live stream on social media and let people see what's taking place, do it. I'm telling you, do it, so people can see it. If you can hid your phone at a particular place, have a peculiar place where you put your phone, in case the police stop you, where it can record everything and people can see it on social media and know what's taking place. Because let me tell you, it is not a pretty road when it comes to that in Jamaica. So always be careful. Keep your eyes open when the cops stop you in Jamaica. Don't take no chances. Never take chances with them. Don't let them tell you to pick this up or to do it. No, because you don't know what their intentions are. Don't do it. All right? If they drop something, let them pick it up themselves. That's theirs. All right? Don't bend down, don't do anything that they can use a lot of stuff against you. You know what I mean, as a part of their defense. You have to know what you're doing when you're dealing with them, because they're corrupt and crooked. And so they have a lot of corrupt and crooked means of doing things, because they have to fix things where they can get away, how they can get away and stuff like that. So that's the danger that y'all face, in Jamaica. So be careful. Be very much so careful.